Well, hello there, fellow rejects. We are here today to watch one of 4 teaser trailers coming for Avengers Doomsday. Weird marketing plan. This video is sponsored by Rula. More on them just a bit. Boy, you all right?
I'm excited, man. I want Marvel to have that beautiful, like, oh my god, event movie feel. I think that competition's so good in the environment of film, and Marvel had this incredible force about them. I want this trailer to feel like that.
Yeah, I think they are feelings. How are you feeling, John?
New mask, same task, baby. Unite the league. Let's go.
Dark Universe. All right, guys, let's get to it.
I mean, we know who that
Boots,
is.
jeans.
It's gotta be.
It's Wolverine.
Gotta
Not the helmet gives it away. Yeah.
Healing factor, obviously.
Oh my.
Oh.
Dude, I cannot believe they actually kept it under wraps to get to the trailer. That's
Wow.
yes.
Wow.
Cool.
Oh my god. What a bright and glorious day it is.
He's got a baby.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that's really wonderful. He got his last dance and then the next dance.
Oh.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He doesn't have a kid in the 616, does he? I don't think he does.
I mean, we see him go off with Peggy, so like,
yeah. But I mean the
That
comic.
beautiful.
Oh,
man.
not generally, no.
Steve Rogers will return.
Because we've got a Captain
Doomsday.
America.
Okay. All right.
Oh, what a cool way to announce that. Yeah.
Countdown.
A doomsday clock, if you will. A doomsday clock.
Not bad.
All
Not
right.
bad.
I mean, that was truly a teaser.
It was ruined for me that, Steve Rogers is back. But first time watching this, though. Yeah.
It was also ruined for me, and I'm glad to have now seen how it was ruined for others.
The baby wasn't ruined for me, though.
I didn't know about the baby.
Fellow reject, I've been going to therapy since I believe around 2012, and admittedly in the past couple of months, I haven't been as consistent as I like to be. Having a difficult time asking for help, having a difficult time being honest with myself, having a difficult time just opening up in general. But going back recently, it's helped me reconnect with my actual values in life. And already I feel like the direction has been helping me get my mental health and personal life back on the track I want it to be at. And that's why today I'm happy to talk about Rula. It's an online platform that helps you connect with licensed therapists that will specialize in you. Rula makes it easy to find affordable, high-quality therapy that's actually covered by insurance. You just go to rula.com/rejects, answer a few questions, and they'll match you with a therapist who fits your needs and schedule. You can meet with them online, and Rula patients typically pay $15 per session when using insurance.
I'm interrupting this ad, which is already interrupting a video, to let you know that I was at a party last night where I caught up with one of my closest friends to find out that a couple months ago, she actually started using Rula, has now been seeing a therapist, been loving it. I just wish she waited until we partnered with them so she could use our code.
They made therapy accessible in a way that alleviates a lot of the problems that I often hear from people when they're trying to get into therapy. There's no waiting list, there's no calling around. And of course, if you do decide to sign up, you'll more than likely be asked how you heard about them. It would mean a lot if you could also support us and let them know we sent you by choosing our name in their drop-down menu. And sincerely, you deserve mental health that works for you and not against your budget. So you can find the therapist that's right for you at rula.com/rejects. That's RULA.com/rejects. Thank you again, Rula. Take care of yourselves, people.
Steve Rogers got a baby. Captain America's not a virgin.
Oh no.
Captain America bangs.
That does
did it.
confirm. That has
Did it.
been a plot line for years.
She-Hulk is canon.
Russo brothers didn't know if they wanted to come back till they watched that episode of She-Hulk.
I'm like, you know what? Now that he bangs.
This is how
Yeah.
we crack Doomsday.
James Gunn needed crypto. They needed Cap that bangs.
Cap needed to crack a nut to crack the story.
Chris Evans was like, I'm not interested. Let me play you this footage of
Well,
Tatiana
well,
Maslany. This is what they think of you, Chris.
I gotta come back.
It's an immaculate conception, baby. That's what happened.
That's right. That's what happened.
He willed it into existence.
And he just had a real baby.
Yeah.
I think.
That is that baby.
That
Actor
is that
Chris,
baby.
that-
No
that-
CGI
yeah.
babies in
Pulled
this
it out of
movie.
his wife's
Like,
vagina and went, use this.
I need half genetically me baby for
Immediately
continuity.
get this kid a Coogan account.
Continuity baby.
So I think this is a good setup. I heard that rumor like months ago when we were all, speculating Will he be back? And obviously he would be. The rumor was that they might actually make him the lead. And with this being the first teaser, I feel like that might be them saying he'll be the lead of it, which gives me, that's just a rumor.
Sure.
Obviously not like, you think with Doomsday you might want like a Reed Richards or something, but with it,
Why?
I don't know.
No,
No
it'd be
reason.
poetic justice.
No, guys, no reason. Tupac. But outside of, I'm excited he's back. I am. How are you feeling? I'll leave it there for now. How are you feeling? Go ahead.
I'm excited he's back. I like that they had it as a trailer. I like that they were able to keep it under wraps until now. I think that's a really cool moment. I think the release model of 4 trailers is really interesting because it feels like comics. Like it feels like we're getting a Captain America issue of teaser, and then we get whatever the next announcement's going to be, and then I hear it leads up to a Doom trailer.
Yeah.
That's the rumor. But I think it's really cool that it's like 4 issues of comics. Like I like that idea. And the Steve Rogers element is exciting. Even if he's not the lead, it's a cool way to be like, hey, these teasers are going to say a lot. Like this to me feels like it sets up that each is going to have a big impactful thing to say, even if it's a minute, even if it's dialogue free. That just gave us Cap is back. Steve Rogers will return. Him holding the suit and putting it down. That's a very different visual.
He does
The
that every
baby,
morning.
He does. He just goes,
Every time he goes home with his bicycle,
I'm just Steve Rogers.
looks
man.
up at his thing. Huh?
You know?
Good old days.
Not today. Not
Baby.
Says a lot. That's 60 seconds good storytelling.
It's about morning rituals, is what he's got here.
A lot of entrepreneurship in this trailer.
And then he goes and does an ice dunk.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
does
like,
the
God,
Wim
this is
Hof
like World War
method for
II
a
all over
while.
again.
Yeah,
He's
totally.
the ultimate ice dunker. He started the trend.
He did.
He really did. Took it a little too far. you'd
Super
say.
Soldier Serum and ice dunking, man.
Oh man, cold plunge, baby.
And if it is a direct sequel to Endgame, as the Russo brothers have very much hinted at, this is a very clear way to do that. By, hey, remember that last moment you saw of Endgame? Here's the continuation of that. So that does make sense. Good way to prime your audience. John, how are you feeling about your favorite Captain America coming back?
It's exciting. I cannot lie, and it's neat that, an Avengers movie once encroached upon a Captain America movie, and now, at least from just the narrow scope of this one teaser, I could imagine that this Avengers movie is actually just a surprise Captain America movie. But no, this is
From the Russos who did
from
Captain America.
Absolutely, winter so the best. What? Anyway, but I'm excited by this in that strange way that most of this has gotten me excited and also wary, where I'm like, this is a thing that I know that I like, and it's it's context that if you don't do it right is going to be kind of a bummer. But I am not gonna lie that it excites me to see Steve ostensibly getting his happily ever after crashed in upon by this all new threat that wears the face of his once friend and ally. And I like the approach that this teaser at least gives off, and I hope the others carry it through, where it's just a little tone piece, just like a little establisher. It's just a little bit of a vibe, and it's just a little bit of like the status quo before it gets interrupted by cataclysm. So this is great. I think this is a great approach. I don't know what the other ones are going to look like, but I like the concept so far.
Yeah. I heard in the opening scene they're going to kill off Peggy.
Doom kills her.
Fridge
And he's like, man.
It's an 80s movie.
It's like, I need to pick the shield back.
Oh, yeah. He just recants on all of his values. He goes full on dark revenge man.
Well, if he is the lead, it is kind of, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Poetic, I suppose, considering that Robert Downey Jr. being the lead of Endgame, having a child and a family, and then getting thrusted back into the battle when he was turning his back on that. Now Steve is up against a very similar choice now as well. I think could be a cool way if you are closing this whole saga out with Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. Chris Evans as Captain America is like perfect casting. So I'm excited for that. He's going to be back, and yes, the Russo brothers helming the Captain Americas as well as the Avengers movies does bring a lot of excitement. The one thing that I'm sure we're not going to be the only ones to bring this up, which I do find kind of strange, is they're kicking this off with the return of Steve Rogers. Even if he is just a main character in it, the last Endgame movie ended off with Anthony Mackie becoming Captain America.
Steve Rogers has returned. Captain America hasn't. His name said Steve Rogers,
I'm
Greg.
sure
He's
the
gonna be in
It
his
said Steve
motorcycle
Rogers.
outfit the whole movie.
The audience will be thinking technicality the whole time.
You know what he's coming back as? I think he's Nomad. I think Nomad.
Every
makes
scene
sense.
he's
I think he's
in,
Nomad.
He probably
before
will
he
do the
leaves,
Nomad.
Before he leaves every scene, he's just going to say, and I'm not Captain America.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
So
I'm
Can I
not-
just say,
That's him.
not as Captain America.
This guy's
But-
Captain America.
Yeah.
Let's
But
make this
anyway, as
clear.
I was saying,
yeah.
I'll let you
Avengers
finish.
gather.
Anthony Mackie, stop talking for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking.
I've got to assemble.
My
a
name's
team.
Sam.
It's tricky narratively to do a phase 4 and 5 jump over to. Like
Yeah.
that's my only negative. Is like we end Endgame and it's a beautiful trilogy and all 3 of our 3 leads have their arcs and I talk about it all the time. I love that Iron Man goes from selfish to selfless, that it inverts with him making a choice for himself and not just to keep fighting, and then Thor's on this walkabout. I think that trilogy is a beautiful moment that this just goes, okay, well, phase 4 and 5 didn't have, we're going to come right back. And
Yeah.
I think that's tricky as a first teaser, like to make, but I imagine that's a conversation they want people to have. Like
Definitely.
this is definitely like an impactful to make him the first, to make the chairs was such a bold way to do any marketing. This is bold too. But
I mean, this whole thing's been a bold move. This whole thing has been like, stirring up controversy from Robert Downey's casting to now doing this, and I'm sure there'll be other. Because like, I didn't like Captain America: Brave New World. I really didn't. That is like
What?
But I still do feel like they never really gave Anthony Mackie a proper shake at his own movie.
yeah,
And I think this just goes back to like, wow, now we're really not going to let him have like the spotlight. If he's just Nomad, if he's just Steve Rogers, I think this just only emboldens people to be like, just bring him back.
He's
Forget
right
Anthony
there.
Mackie. Yeah, he's right here. He
Yeah,
wants to
yeah.
do it. Just give him more money. Just do it. So that is like the one part of it. So I'm like, are they going to undercut their experience, or can they come out of this with stronger storytelling where it does actually elevate Anthony Mackie? I don't think it will, but
and using the
you know.
Civil War imagery of like Cap versus Iron Man again, like I don't
Sure.
know how I feel about that.
I mean, it could be really sick if they find a way to make this movie have some kind of quality where it's like, meanwhile, the people who you followed for the first 3 phases who have been largely gone, like, here's like a story that they're leading, but that also then somehow like validates a whole bunch of context across phases 4 and 5. Like, if they could manage to do that somehow, that would be very cool, but it's a lot to put on one movie, and I don't feel like it would be the actual like focus of it. But
Yeah.
I feel like it would be cool to use these massive potential member berries as opportunity to like help further endear us to what has not as well been working. I don't know though.
I think my biggest moment's going to be accepting that this is a movie for MCU over comic fans, as they all are. Like, you don't adapt comics directly. They're adaptations, not translations. But I think showing that it's going to be, maybe, we don't know, it's just a minute, but if it's just going to be Steve Rogers versus Doom, like we said, this isn't a Reed trailer. This is a Steve Rogers and against, I assume, Downey's Doom, which makes it very much a Civil War redux. I'm going to have to accept as a comic fan that MCU continuity is really emboldening Doom against a different enemy than the one that makes sense for my comic brain. But in movie language, it is a way to make things rhyme, like the way you said, like the parents. I like that. The way it's going to be, a rivalry of a different nature. I'll just need to accept that and find a way, hopefully through the lead up to the movie, to swallow that pill before I'm watching the movie going, oh, how do I feel?
Well, all right, guys. 1 minute down.
That's right.
2 more to go, and then a full trailer.
Yes.
I'm excited. This is fun. I like the comic-y thing.
It's cool. It's cool to me. All right. What are your thoughts down below? Are you excited that Stevie's back? Yeah, bring in the wonder. All right. We'll see you guys.